when it comes to follow-up, right? For those of you who are doing prices, doing quotes, doing tenders, following up prospects, I want to talk to you guys for a minute because in my experience, it's not done well, right? And so I just want to talk about that for a minute and have a little bit of fun. I reckon when it comes to following up proposals, quotes, tenders, those sort of things, we need to be obsessed, which if you came to the summit, you would know what I mean by that. I talked into it. You need to be obsessed, but you also need to assume. Somebody said to you once, don't assume because you make an ass out of you and me. Well, that sounds good, but it ain't true. You've got to assume the sale. I'm ditching my chair, Craig. I hope that's okay. You've got to assume, right? When you start following up prospects, you just assume they're buying. When can we go ahead? What does that look like? I want to book that in for you. I've got an opening on Tuesday. Assume. You'll be amazed at the amount of people that go, no, okay, I'll run with your passion and your energy to book me in, okay? So you've got to be obsessed. That means you should be following up far more regularly than you are. Do you know how many of you will say something to yourself like, oh, I'll give them a week to think about it. I'll give them 14 days to think about it. It's madness, okay? They need like 14 minutes to think about it, okay? If otherwise they just keep punting you down the road and you spend, too many months chasing a lead that's dead. You want to force them to make a decision real quick, okay? And they'll soon let you know if you're following up too much. But most people are not following up too much. They're following up far too infrequently. When you send out a proposal, call them 10 minutes later and say, hey, Mary, Wes here. I want to run you through that proposal. You'll be like, well, I can't do that. Why can't you do that? Of course you can do that. You can speak. It's a good idea, right? So you should do that, right? Now, when they say to you, I need to think about it, say, yeah, no worries. I understand you need to think about it. I'll call you tomorrow. Call them tomorrow. When they say, when you follow them up tomorrow, haven't a chance to think about it, call them the next day. And when they say they need to speak to their business partner, call them at 5 o'clock on the same day. You need to be obsessed, okay? And assume, when are we doing that? I'm booking it in. I'm in your area on Tuesday. Let's get this thing done, all right? You'll be amazed at how many more people say yes. Let me draw a little thing here, right? Here you've got all of your possible prospects over the next 1 year. You've sent out 100, quotes. Let's just call this 100 quotes. All right, in the next 12 months, you may be more or less, doesn't matter. This is how it works. This many people are downright no's. They're a no, they were always going to be a no. It's a bad fit. They didn't like you, didn't like your company, you didn't like them, didn't have the product they wanted, whatever. They're a no. These people up here, they were an absolute yes. They were always buying. They liked you anyway. It didn't really matter what your price was. They were just going to say yes. But this group in the middle, here, they're the ones that can be swayed. They're the ones that, or if they just get a little nudge from you, then they're going to be in the yeses, okay? And that's the group where you make money, because when you're not following up, and you're being lazy and you're giving them 7 days and 14 days and a month, more of those people become no's over time, right? They get buyer's remorse, they change their mind, their priorities change, and they become no's by default. You get in there, you assume the sale, and then more of them say yes. Be obsessed and assume the sale. Get on the phone, crush them, get them in, and just assume. Give them the language that you know they're going ahead, and more people will go ahead, which means more people spend money with you, which means you can buy more products from us.